Yeah. Presentation from space.
Nice. All right, guys. So, hey everyone. For those that don't know me, I'm Mauricio. I'm a crypto artist since 2020, mostly active on the Wax ecosystem. I've been here, yeah, for about almost 4 years now. And AI Geometrics was actually my first project in the NFT space. I began creating these around October, I believe, if memory serves me right. But mostly the project is like a mix of generative content and real life photography. Basically, each of these images gets made out of a picture I take myself. Um, and then I I manipulate the content and make these animations like the ones that you were mentioning, Breakman. Basically, that's overall the idea of these. And let me see if I can maybe share some of the actual NFTs here. So, for example, we have like one of the last ones I've made, the heron, basically. And as you guys can see, this is basically an MP4 file that I render out of the photography. The photography, you can see it on the actual NFT. So each NFT has three things: the real life photography, the animation, and there's also like the finished version of the animation, like the as if it was a painting. So if you look closely at these, you can actually see the individual shapes, which would be like the final construction that takes place on the animation, and also, well, the main photography, right? So that's one thing about the creative process. There's also other things that I like to do with each of these that are, I guess, kind of individual sets. Like each set has a different story, right? And I try to write down some short stories regarding what the actual depiction of the photography is. For example, for the heron, I researched what the actual heron symbology could mean for the Mayans and found that it was a sign of power for for rulers. Like the heron was actually like an animal that for the Mayans meant power, right? And each of these ones have the story, I guess, cut in pieces so that you can see each of these and try and find out what's the actual meaning behind it. And then there's the special versions that do have the complete story in them, while also having a bit more of information at the very end. But I try to play around with this, like the different sets, the different versions of it, to have the collectors join into the community, right? So, for example, for each set, I what I try to do is just have the three versions, the three first versions, the ellipses, rectangles, and triangles, as a 1 week active drop, and then from that drop, each collector that completes a same mint set, like if they all get the mint number one for each of these, they get the special version, which makes these three in ones the rarest ones to get. So, for example, here only three people were able the set, and from them, from those, seven were destroyed. So making the actual number of NFTs from this template only three in existence. I'm not sure if maybe that makes sense, or if anyone wants to take a break to ask some questions and maybe give you a more proper, um, yeah, a more proper response on this.
Oh, you said they're your photographs and then you edit them to do those. I'm wondering how, but then it's AI also, right? Because it's in the name.
Not precisely. That's actually something that it's kind of hidden between the name.
Ah,
For context, AI geometrics was born like prior to the whole
gotcha,
AI
gotcha. Yeah.
train, right? And then back then, I did want to know how could I use software to create interesting shapes. So I knew that about generative content and all of these different algorithms that let you create artificial textures, for example. And I tried to figure out a way where I could do the same, but with photography, and also not having just be like artificial
I
completely,
got
but
the fruit.
give it a new meaning through photography. Not sure if
You want some
that's
french fries?
yeah, that's a good way to
Yeah, no,
explain.
go.
I've been meaning
So
to.
your mic.
You have something to put in there?
You have your mic, your
Here, take these. You can't have them all.
yeah.
Not all of them. Go here. Go get something. And I'll give you some. Oh,
Um,
are you okay?
um, well, yeah. Just to answer the question, Brickman. Yeah, AI isn't properly introduced in in this collection. I've been meaning to have image
Oh my
generation
gosh.
into pipelines, but I
Sorry.
just haven't figured out a proper way to do so. At least when it comes with the photographies, but for sure it's on the back burner for now. For these, what I just do is use a software called Geometrize, and this software I just feed it the data. I have my configurations for it, and then I do the actual render there, so that helps me do the animations. And then I edit them all out on Premiere Pro to have them be like just change a bunch of things and do other like optimize the file size and all of that, right? But yeah, this is I guess a bit of the information on it. uh, More information about the AI geometrics project. It has been, I guess, something important to add is the actual token that we have right now. So we created the WaxArt token. Right now we are standing at, I think, number 38 in the whole Wax ecosystem. So we have the actual token that you can earn by staking our NFTs in our different in our farms in Waxdao, and that's also something that it's been in the makings for about the beginning the year. I wanted to find a way to reward my collectors for having bought the NFTs back in the day. And I used to do a lot of things before on my old Twitter account, that the one that got sadly banned. But yeah, this is the last attempt, I guess you could say, for doing that, like give my collectors something that they can hold long term, and have that be some sort of reward system. So that's one thing. You can stake all of the NFTs in the collection on the actual farm, and then you can also block the wax art into its own farm as well, to make it like block your tokens. So let me just find the pool. I believe it's called the pool. Yeah, the pool. So you can block your wax art as well and earn some wax art each day, right? And that's, I guess, overall, I guess, deep down on the collection. Not sure if maybe there were some other questions that maybe anyone has, or if that's all right, and I can stop sharing my screen, and maybe we can, yeah, I don't know.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you can probably stop sharing.
Okay. All right.
Awesome. Anyone has questions for AI geometrics? Go look
Yeah.
at the booth later. Look at the website. Where can we find you? TwitX, Discord?
Yeah, you can find me pretty much on Twitter, Instagram, and on the Telegram chat and chat group and the Discord. The Discord right now, I guess you could say it's pretty just. It's still beginning. I haven't. Yeah, no, no one's there still because I hadn't shared it. I had it lying around there. But if anyone wants to join, then yeah, that's also an option. And if you guys want, I can also share you the socials here in the chat.
Yeah, man.
And also we do have like an official store of the collection in one atomic seller page, that if anyone wants to grab some of the newer versions, you can do that there. The main thing with that seller page is the ones that don't get claim when the 1 week drop ends, they get sent there and then they just get relisted. So if anyone wants to pick them up, they can, right? That's part of the one. That's one thing. Let me just share the seller page first. Right. So here you can get some of the NFTs, and also you can follow me at AI Geometrics on X. Let me get the actual this one, and there's also the Twitter account. Sorry, the Instagram account. So yeah, the more context on the Instagram page. It's also just not finished quite. I just created it as well, mostly because I guess I used to share all of these on my main account, the one that's for my I guess personal things, because I also do other NFT projects. So if anyone wants to give me a follow, that would be also appreciated here. And overall, that's those are the socials, and maybe the a way of, if anyone wants to join in and buy some more NFTs, and also if anyone wants to go ahead and also stake the NFTs, you can do so here as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So hopefully all of this information helps anyone, and if they want to, yeah, become part of the community, we're always welcoming new people.
All right, you heard the man.
Thank you, man.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Even though you couldn't make it earlier, glad you could now. Glad
Yeah, sorry
you're
about
here
that,
now.
man. I got. Yeah, sorry about that, man.
Oh, good. All right, y'all. Nice.